this thumbnail that we got on the show today? It's the woke Avengers versus the inevitable Trump. I feel good about Trump's chances, but yesterday a bunch of polls came out and they were like, Trump's not winning. You know, Nate Silver, 538 or whatever.
Why don't you go to Robinhood and look at?
I mean, we should look at it.
Because I heard this morning, Robinhood is. Good morning and welcome to the show, everyone. This is the Internet Dad Show.
Oh, yeah.
AJ, I'm Ryan Deacon. It's November 1st. Glad that you are here. Hope you had a great Halloween last night. Let me tell you something before we get into this. My son Alex and I were standing on the porch last night. Alex is 16. What's up, Donnie? What's up, Bubba? My son Alex and I were standing on the porch last night. He's taller than me. He's 16 years old. He's bigger than me. And we're standing there. And I said, dude, let me tell you what sucks about you getting older for Halloween. He said, what? And I said, I can't raid your candy you don't have any candy for me to raid. I can't take the dad tax. This is the dad tax. I want this one and this one. You know,
last week has just been very bad.
Have you taken your dad tax, your parent tax on certain candies? You're like, you don't need that one.
Of course I did. And you know what? Last night after the kids got home, I dumped it out and they're like, I want candy. I was like, no, I'm going through everyone. I'm going to make sure it's not open. And I found a bunch of just wrappers and stuff in there. So I went through everyone. I sorted them out. I'll let the kids have candy before bed because I'm a good parent. And after the kids went to the bed, my wife and I put all of it in gallon Ziploc bags and shoved it up in the pantry and hid it. Yeah, they won't be seeing that again until it's time to throw it out.
Okay, so let me show you. I haven't heard of any bad things that went on. I know, in Detroit they have Devil's Night or whatever they call it up there, and that silliness. I haven't heard of anything, any bad things that's gone on. But let me go to my. Hang on, let me.
Wait, did your kids go out and dress up? Did they still?
No. No, Deacon yesterday dressed up in an inflatable T-Rex costume and went to school that way. And he always dresses up as something inflatable. Let me show you this.
I have one of those inflatable costumes, and I got hot after 15 minutes. I had shorts and a t-shirt on, and I was just I was sweating. I was like, nope, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, I need to see if he was sweating in that thing all day. All right, let me make me the moderator so I can share you this video. Yeah. This one's concerning. This is a concerning video from Halloween. Yeah. So you're seeing it here first on the Internet Dad Show.
Here, hold on. All right, you may go.
Here we go. I'm going to pull this.
What?
Just wait. Just watch this.
Now, I know we've all seen the videos, but seriously, there is a concern you guys need to watch out for because I found this in my kids' Halloween Tootsie Roll. And that's pretty concerning because I also found Glamdring, the faux hammer, originally the sword of Turgon, the king of Gondolin, the hidden city, the last outpost against Morgoth of the Noldor elves in the First Age, which later on was found by Gandalf in the Troll's Cave and killed the great goblin under the Misty Mountains and went on to fight in the Battle of the Five Armies against all the combined dark forces and through the War of the Ring against Sauron. So, be safe with stuff out there.
I'm just telling
you. You Lord of the Rings guys are just such dorks. Have you seen that video where a guy's explaining?
Wait a minute. You want me to get dorkier?
Yeah.
That sword also fought the Balrog. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't mention the Balrog. It's the most important thing. I wasn't ready for that, so I can't play the other video. But there's a video of a guy explaining some heavy equipment, and then he goes right in. He just segues hard into Lord of the Rings stuff for a long time.
I would love that. Yeah. I love those videos like that. I saw one the other day. The guy was filming the door jam on the passenger door or something, and he was like, "You see this gap right here? If you have this gap between your doors, this is a sign that this car has been in an accident." And while he's saying that, he's kind of backing away from the door, and looks like a tree has fallen on the car. The car's completely destroyed. He's like, it's the same thing. So go ahead. All right. My bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, today's Today's episode is Woke Avengers versus Donald. What did I call it? The inevitable Trump. Woke Avengers
Trumpos.
versus inevitable. Yeah.
Trumpos.
So Trumpos. So you posted this from Dom Lucre, breaker of narratives, self-appointed breaker of narratives.
I like Dom. I like Dom. I like Dom. He hasn't done anything to make me not like him yet.
Okay.
Has he been wrong on some stuff? Yeah, but he's come out and said that he was wrong. What's up, Dave?
Yeah. I think he's
next to me.
Well, nobody made you sit over there. Okay. So
yes, you did.
Somebody actually did make you sit over there. All right. So here are the Woke Avengers with an important message before Election Day.
Dave, you missed the Lord of the Rings joke.
Avengers.
What?
Hey,
Scarlett.
Jumping on the call.
Whoa. I think you mean assembling. I said assembling. Don, that's pretty good. No, that was funny.
Scarlett, it is our pleasure to come together and to get the vote out this election. Come on.
Yeah, how can we be of service?
Well, how about we start with what our voting plans are going to be, who we're going to bring to the polls with us, that
This
sort of
is
thing.
so
Just to-
I
cringy.
think Kamala Harris needs a catchphrase.
Ooh, yes, definitely a
Are we
catchphrase.
supposed
How
to
about
believe
this?
that
I'm
this
just
is a natural
off the top of my head.
conversation?
I can do this all day. Shut up. I hate it. Okay.
I mean, it's original, but
What about something punchier like, oh, boom. You looking for this? Iron Man 2, everybody loved it.
okay, again, I think we're just trying to get out the vote.
Kamala forever.
That's better.
Okay, how about I'm down with democracy? It's just clean, it's simple.
Okay, I like that.
It's hard to argue with that.
Kamala Harris down with democracy. Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Down,
that
that's pretty much
phrase
exactly
right
what
there.
that is.
that phrase right there can be
Unintentional comedy from the Avengers there. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Cringy, dude.
here, let me give you the last 43 seconds so you don't have to
I'm
look at
Kamala
the,
Harris, and I say down with democracy.
I don't know if that sounds the way we want it to sound, though.
I think we
Okay,
just
thank
need.
you.
Can we get some production though?
Jarvis?
My name's not Jarvis, but whatever.
Do we have to? How long? Is
Oh
this?
yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Down with democracy.
Down with
And
Keep going. Keep it.
copyright clip, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
democracy.
Is that what we mean, though?
Yeah, together we're going to tear
Just-
down
That's why they
democracy.
keep.
Will you
That's why
stop
they do
playing
that. They
heroic
keep
music under your
podcasters and stuff from playing these clips. They'll
Wait,
add that in
go
there.
back, go back.
That's
go back
true.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Go back 5 seconds and hit play.
Right. Here we
Yep.
go.
Tear down democracy.
Will you stop
Is that
playing
right there?
heroic
Did you
music
hear it?
under yourselves?
Did you hear it?
I'm Kamala
Tear down
Harris, and
democracy.
I am
Tear down
I'm
democracy.
down
Like-
with democracy. Did I sound enough like her on that one?
That was great. How many Golden Globes have you been nominated for? I'm just curious.
Yes.
see,
All right,
That's
that was
okay,
awesome.
stop. That was a natural reactionary laugh
Maybe.
because she made the joke. Well, here's why. She just made the joke. How many Golden Globes were you nominated for? Because every single bit of that was scripted. If those were
Yeah, oh,
my
yeah.
voice actors sitting in here and voicing that, there were like 9 different flags in there that I personally would have
Not
made
only-
them go back and reread because it sounded too fake.
Guys, this is not even a Zoom call. This is fake. This
No,
is
that's
every one of these
all
had they're all are filming this, and this is put together by an editor. This is all
Go
fake.
back to
They're
down
probably
with
in the same
democracy, man.
spot. It
Go,
looks
go
like
back
the,
to that
it looks
phrase
like the
should
same
make you all like,
lighting in every one of their freaking.
Oh, I don't know. They're I mean, they filmed them in different locations and then chopped them back together, but
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
they
look,
all have
there's
the
no-
exact
look-
same tone of tan on the wall there.
well, I don't
they
know.
want to destroy
probably did
democracy.
it
Is that
from-
what they're saying?
Look at the aspect ratio of these two windows, vertical, right? And then all of these are widescreen.
He's in a
And then
trailer.
over here in
Chris
the
Evans is in a bus or a trailer. Probably
He's
Robert.
probably
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
He's one of the few that's probably actually working.
Well, Robert Downey
Chris Evans?
Jr. is because he's Doctor
Yeah.
Doom.
I
Remember?
said one of the
Yeah.
few.
Oh well, that's true. I don't.
Anyways.
When I saw this morning, I was like, it figures, but it's just another reason. It's not the reason. It's just another reason why me, a comic book Marvel fan since I
Yeah.
was like 12 years old doesn't
Right.
give two flips about the Marvel universe and any of it anymore. We were all excited when we finally got to see everything that we had seen on 2D
Right.
paper come to life in 3D when they started making the movies. But now we are getting closer. We're closer to 50 than we are 12. And I am not going to freaking support that crap anymore. I don't care if it lets me relive my nostalgia of my childhood or what. I'm not going to give you my time, my money, or my brain power. If you're the type of people, why should I go and give my money to be entertained
What's
by
crazy
someone
is
and give my money to those people? Those are the people you're giving your money to.
Honestly, this is super, super dumb because Marvel is already struggling to get people to care about any of their properties, and they're going to cash in the goodwill of the last good movie they made, Marvel, the Avengers Endgame.
You might have still got me to go to the movie theater if you would release, if this Secret Wars or, if any of this crap ends up being similar to the comic books, you might hook some of us to go to the movie theaters. But I'll be damned if I'm going to go to and give money to this crap now. After seeing these actors and stuff support all it, I'm not giving you any of my money. I don't care how. If Josh Brolin, I don't know how he stands, and I'm really kind of scared to see how he stands. But if he's like, support Kamala Harris, I'll never watch the Deadpool 2 with cable again. Oh, somebody's here.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say I won't watch any of it, but like, I mean, I just can't believe they would cash in their goodwill. It's crazy. And Marvel just had like a big kind of trailer about stuff they're going to be doing next. So like they have a trailer out with their Ironheart, they have a trailer out with the new Spider-Man cartoon they have. They have a trailer with cuts of Daredevil Reborn. Did you like Daredevil, Dave?
I did. It was one of the
famously 3 seasons of Daredevil.
Yeah.
And the first season very famously had the hallway fight scene that was just like single shot, amazing. And I think the second or third season had
each of them had the third one had the hallways fight scene was in a prison.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I forget the second one, but so good.
And then, they had a bunch of other shows on Netflix, Defenders of varying quality. I really liked the Jessica Jones show, but, the first season, the second season, I don't think I liked quite as much. And here, while Deke's there, let's just look at this first. This is the Marvel Studios look ahead for Disney Plus. And are you a Disney Plus subscriber? Have you seen any of the new Disney stuff?
I did see this trailer the other day. I showed it to my wife.
Okay. Have you seen the Agatha All Along? Did you watch that? You probably
have not watched Agatha All Along. I haven't even finished Loki season 2.
Oh, you haven't?
Really, I don't have time to sit down and watch TV. I know that sounds ridiculous and unbelievable,
right.
But there are things that are so much more important to me.
That's true. Like being here every morning at 8:00 on rumble.com/internet dad.
I brought you here to offer you an opportunity.
Oh, I smell what you're stepping in. It's gonna get good.
It's been some time, hasn't it? You've come up in the world.
I can say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree.
That actually looks pretty good.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you?
A really good one.
This is
me.
Oh!
I'm gonna build something undeniable.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done.
For an adventure.
Have you seen I'm gonna pause Have you seen the What If cartoons at all?
Watch the first season. and I liked it.
Yeah.
I plan on watching the second season. So like the sweet spot for me to get to watch a bunch of stuff is May, like post Easter, pre camp. This year I'm going back to Ireland, and I'm just gonna have like I'm gonna have
13 hours of a plane flight binging.
Well, no, it's only 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we flew out of Chicago. We fly out of Cincinnati this time,
One
so it
of
should be about
the
the
one
same.
of the one of cartoon was pretty good. The
Yeah.
I
enjoyed
think
it.
there was one of the episodes that was either out of order or held off from the first season and kind of plugged into the second season. It's definitely kind of interesting. It's some of the better maybe Disney Plus stuff, because a lot of the stuff that's on Disney Plus, and honestly, pretty much everything since Endgame has not been as good, in my opinion. Like, I mean, I certainly haven't cared about
did
it.
like Doctor Strange. Was that 2?
Mist something of Madness.
Mouth of Madness. I think that's
Not
a
Mouth
Stephen
of
King
Madness,
movie.
was it?
Yeah.
Whatever it was. I didn't like that movie. I didn't
liked it.
I didn't like that movie. It didn't jam with the Scarlet Witch character arc of the Scarlet Witch TV show. And I mean, she went from being like the bad guy in the TV show, that's the reveal of the cartoon of the show, to
the incidental bad
guy, the bad guy of the movie, but completely different. But and it's like, why are we supposed anyway? I didn't really like that movie, but I know some people did, but it wasn't as big as the first Doctor Strange movie. I know that the first Doctor Strange movie got across the board accolades. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I watched that one
everybody.
in 3D. I think that might be the last movie I saw in 3D. The first Doctor Strange movie.
Okay, so let's finish this.
Marvel Zombies. For ages.
Oh.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
All right.
I was born to play this character.
And we both have a lot riding on this.
You better not mess this up. I know.
They brought back Ben Kingsley.
Yes, they did. As Slattery.
That's amazing. He's not dead. I thought he was going to be killed by the Mandarin.
Oh, no.
The real Mandarin.
No, he got away.
And this is a TV show. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I am ready.
I am Marvel Jesus.
We have a long road ahead of us. Much to do.
Oh my God!
All right. So there's a lot of stuff there. Is there anything that you're obviously interested in, and is there anything that you're just like, meh?
I'm interested in Daredevil. Hands down. That one I might actually watch while it comes out. I might figure out how to, because my wife and I were huge fans. Vincent D'Onofrio is one of the best character actors ever. And he doesn't get the accolades he deserves because he changes so much from character to character, role to role, that you forget that it's him until you see it. And you don't know that he was actually the first person to play Thor in our generation. You don't remember him being Thor, do you?
When did he play Thor? Was he Thor in the Hulk
Adventures in Babysitting?
Oh, is that him? Okay.
That was see. And like all the crazy stuff. The guy who was Little John.
He was in a movie with J-Lo called Cell, and he played the
that was freaky.
nightmare guy. Wild. And then he was famously on Law and Order for years and years and years. He did, I think it was Special Victims Unit, and
he was always Edgar the Bug or Ed the Bug on Men in Black.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just such a like. I'm
chameleon.
I just enjoy his art. Yes, I enjoy his art. He is
his character, the Kingpin character, obviously has a lot of heft and weight and gravitas from the Daredevil series, and then they brought him back on the Hawkeye show. It was like slapdash, and they didn't. Whoever ran that didn't do it right, and
I liked him in Echo, and I really hope she. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Okay. Now, my wife's a sign language interpreter, so you better believe we sat down and we watched it.
Sure.
But I enjoyed Echo. It was great.
All right. So that looks good. The Ironheart show, I just don't care. Okay, so what about the Spider-Man cartoon? It looks like it's got kind of I mean, it's obviously CGI, but it looks like it's kind of a 2D, almost trying to be like a flat comic book, animated comic book.
2D cell. I mean? Yeah. I think they're trying to capitalize on some of the stuff from Into the Spider-Verse. And this is supposed to be in this Spider-Man freshman year. So this is like when he first gets bit.
Oh, really? Is it the same Tom playing Spider-Man? Do you have any idea?
No. I don't. A different voice actor.
Here is.
I'm sure it's even a different universe too.
The Ironheart show that they literally held off for years because the Ironheart character was in the Wakanda Forever, the second Wakanda movie, second Black Panther movie, and they filmed this whole series. It was either this or Armor Wars, and they just put it on the shelf for a while.
Armor Wars got put on the shelf.
Oh, okay. So we'll see how much people care about this or are interested in this. I didn't watch Wakanda, so I just don't care. It looks like we have the new What If series, which looks pretty rad. I do like the What If shows, and then this they're doing Wonder Man as a TV show. This is great. Wonder Man is
he was an actor in the comics.
Yeah, that was his real like daytime job, but he was also a cosmically powered or superpowered like superhero. He was often in the West Coast Avengers, and then and then he was the actual brain pattern for Ultron. Like when I think Hank Pym, when Hank Pym made Ultron, he used Simon Williams' brain patterns to make Ultron, as opposed to in the Avengers movies. So, Deke, I don't know. We watched the trailer for this Marvel 2025 stuff. They are doing a Wonder Man TV show.
Now,
that's cool.
There has previously been Wonder Man. Wonder Man has previously been in the MCU already.
I'm not going to watch any of this mess anymore, I don't think.
Did you know Wonder Man has already been in the MCU? There was a poster in
no, I don't guess I did.
I think it was in the first Avengers movie. One of the Avengers movies had a poster with Nathan Fillion as Simon.
Really?
And he was gonna but he was gonna be playing the part of Tony Stark in a biopic, but it was Wonder Man's real name.
The thumbnail over here looks pretty rad. Like with this guy dressed up as Wonder Man, although why it's a V, I don't know. It's strange. Anyway, okay.
Wonder Man.
All right. Yeah,
the German one.
All right. What else do we got?
I got some voting stuff and election stuff, political stuff. We'll start with this. We talked about this yesterday about the Kamala campaign having the Discord server, and they were organizing their people on their Discord server to go and manipulate the community votes and do all kinds of stuff like that. This is excuse me. On top is a video that the Kamala HQ account just shared, where they insinuated that Trump told women that he would take their rights away whether they like it or not. So this top video here is the one that Kamala HQ shared here recently, because this is him just the other day. Yeah, this is just him the other day in this garbage when he did the garbage.
Maybe don't full screen it. Maybe make it just a little smaller because we won't be able to see the bottom either. Okay. And I'll put the banner back. Okay, let's play that.
There you go. Here you go.
They said, "Sir, I just think it's inappropriate for you to say." I said, "Well, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to Do it whether the women like it or not, 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 whether the women like it or not. I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not.
So you see how they're
Yeah.
Trump says states could prosecute women over abortions under his watch. Whether I'm going to do it, whether women like it or not. Here's the actual clip.
Kamala has imported criminal migrants from prisons and jails, from insane asylums and mental institutions all over the world, from Venezuela to the Congo, including savage criminals who assault, rape, and murder our women and girls. Anyone who would let monsters kidnap and kill our children does not belong anywhere near the Oval Office. And my people told me about 4 weeks ago, I was saying, no, I want to protect the people. I want to protect the women of our country. I want to protect the women. Sir, please don't say that. Why? They said, we think it's very inappropriate for you to say. I said, why? I'm president. I want to protect the women of our country. They said,
listen to the timbre of that cheer. That's women cheering.
They said, sir, I just think it's inappropriate for you to say, pay these guys a lot of money. Can you believe it? I said, well, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to protect them.
So what he was saying was he's going to protect women, and his people were saying, you probably shouldn't say that, sir. He's like, I'm going to say it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to protect them. And so they took this and they spun it their own way.
Oh yeah, this is
they
what they
spun
do
it their own way.
So
that's why we have these laws called hearsay. You know, that's
folks, if you haven't already, you need to go vote.
Be careful.
We have a
be careful.
We'll get well, you know, we can do that. Go ahead. Let's look at some of the things that are happening in say Kentucky.
Dave, have you early voted yet?
I have not early voted. I will vote on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think I'm going to vote on Tuesday. Early voting around here is packed. A guy yesterday said that, and it was raining pretty hard yesterday morning, and he said there were people waiting 45 minutes out in line in the rain to vote. And we have a very small, we have like 6,000, 5,000, 6,000 people in our county. So this came up on Twitter yesterday, and it's showing this is in Kentucky, in Laurel County. You can see that trying to select Trump, and it selected Kamala.
Yeah.
So they threw a fit.
Yep.
Do what?
Bad digitizer. That's a bad digitizer. It's not reading the inputs correctly. I'm sure it's just one voting machine in the whole, in the whole state of Kentucky. It's got one bad digitizer.
Well, according to Kentucky Secretary of State Michael Adams, he says there is no vote switching. The voter confirmed that her ballot was correctly printed as marked for the candidate of her choice. Get your voting information from legitimate sources, not TikTok or cat turds. So I don't know. I don't know that could easily be a, an excuse, or it could be the facts. You take it how you want.
It sure looks like he pushed Donald Trump with his finger, and Trump and Kamala
we
Harris.
all have touch screens anymore. Okay. Yeah. When we first got touch screen monitors at the radio station that I used to work with like 20 years ago, when it was the first touch screens came out, we had a touch screen that I hit all my sweepers and my stuff, and I would reach over and I would do it on the touch screen. And there were many, many, many times, if the thing is not completely, that it would, like you said, it's not calibrated, it can get off. And I would hit the button to start the planned sweeper, and it would hit something else. It would fire off something else. And it would just take usually a turning off and turning back on the monitor, or turning the power off and putting the power back on the monitor would fix it. So I am just as concerned as anybody. I questioned our county clerk about it live on the air when I was interviewing her, and we do paper ballots here, and so
I mean, that's the way to go, to be honest. Paper ballots, right?
I want to say our last presidential election, Julie and I did early voting, and I used a paper ballot. I feel like all the other elections are touchscreen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I had to do the early voting last time. I had to do county seat, but this time I'm just there's a
I mean,
church up
like,
the road that I go to.
You know, you could do so many more people so much more quickly with paper ballots because it doesn't cost like $15,000 for a
They were saying our lines were jammed up yesterday because of that. Because I have to go in, I get my paper ballot, I go into the booth, I physically, mark every one of them, and then I have to take the ballot over to the machine to do that. The machine spits out my thing, I go and I'm done. And everybody, and I can see just going in, boop, 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 I'm done.
Sure. Except that you can only, let's say for a county your size, how many voting machines that are digital that are boop, 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 boop could you afford versus how many tables with curtains? You could put 3-4 times as many, which is get more people at the same time go vote and then go. They're all going into the counting tally machine, whether you fill it out in paper or fill it out digitally, because the digital ones printed out and then it goes and gets counted the same way. So, like, we should just be doing paper ballots.
So you living in Texas there, you're on the opposite side kind of New Mexico, right? You're pretty far from New Mexico, right?
Okay. Well, no, New Mexico is a border state. They're on the opposite side from Kentucky as far as so
no.
Texas.
I know where New Mexico is, and I know where you're located in Texas, and I'm saying that you're closer to Louisiana and Arkansas than you are to New Mexico.
Yes,
okay, right. You're on the opposite side of the state.
I'm on the southeast side as opposed to the west.
And Dave is in central Kentucky, and you're closer to Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Than you are to Illinois. The reason I ask you this, I'm very close to Illinois. Illinois is like a 30-minute drive, and I am in Metropolis, Illinois, the home of Superman. So if you will look here on our little, see all the gray states?
Yeah.
Those gray states do not require any kind of ID to vote. So my question is, could I drive to Metropolis and vote for Donald Trump?
And it would be against the law, which means it's impossible.
I have seen many videos that claim these Canadians are coming over the border into Washington and voting for Donald Trump. They're like, we can vote.
What do they
don't have any kind of ID, so we're coming over and voting for Trump. I've seen 2 or 3 of these videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they shouldn't do that.
I know you shouldn't do that. Yeah, that is wrong. But right here, this come from Elon Musk. No ID.
This is crazy.
The gray requires no ID whatsoever. The yellow, the gold here requires a non-photo ID. So it could just say my name is Bob Maluga Luga Luga Luga, and
like a library card.
I could vote. Yeah, a library card, a friggin'
a bill,
Social Security card. Yeah, a bill. What do you need when you go get your ID? Wow. You have to have two bills in your name.
We're talking about an election for the person who has command of our military and our nuclear weapons. And there's less requirement for picking that person to do their job than there is to buy cough syrup.
That's true. If I try to go buy some Claritin today, it's harder for me to get Claritin than it is to vote for the president of the United States.
Yeah.
God bless America.
God bless America. And let me just let me show you this. Y'all probably haven't seen this. I posted this earlier since we said this. Since you just said that, I'll post this real quick. You'll see it says why censorship is important, why censorship is necessary, why censorship is important for us. It's good in schools. Benjamin, get the musket is what it says. You can't see it underneath me and Dave's name.
That's terrible.
I have one more kind of terrible. This is I wanted to end on this because this is I hope we don't get shut off of YouTube for posting this. Sure. But this is a terrible video of a Trump supporter attacking a little boy. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Because we've seen this the other day of the Kamala Harris supporter that was screaming in that child's face and they tried to figure out who this girl was, and she was a Kamala Harris supporter. And then this is just for context. And then Joe Biden basically said that all Trump supporters are garbage, which prompted Trump and his garbage truck. And then this video emerges of a pro-Trump supporter assaulting a little boy. Let me warn you people, if you are sensitive out there, you might want to turn the channel right now. So you can see the little here, and this Trump supporter just hits him in the head.
Oh my God.
What did the little boy do to deserve this? The Trump supporter is going nuts.
Assault. Somebody call the police right now.
It's not. I mean, this is not even over yet. You think the Trump supporter is done, but he's not done
God,
yet.
Again. I mean, props to the kid fighting back. Don't take it laying down, kid.
Don't take it. Fight, brother. Fight.
Oh, jeez. Oh, he goes down.
Little brother, as somebody who wheels the garbage in and out every single week, I feel for you, little brother.
Wow. Wow.
I saw that yesterday and I just laughed.
I didn't know where you're going with that.
I know Dave was like, I'm ignoring all this.
I'm not ignoring.
All right,
I have some AI stories for you, JJ.
We can do AI. I just want to cover this real quick. Real Clear Politics has got a bunch of poll results. A lot of poll results dropped out yesterday. In some cases, the final prediction maps before the end of the election, which is next Tuesday. So next Tuesday's election day. It's the last day to vote. But we have a lot of races that are being called in favor of Kamala Harris. So Arizona, it's Trump +1. Pennsylvania is straight up as a tie by the USA Today. The Marist poll has Harris ahead in Pennsylvania and in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Nevada. The TIPP poll, which is actually pretty reliable, has Trump +1. So and you can see we have a bunch of red, but there's
I don't buy this at all. I think it's all a smoke screen, and along with that law that got passed and all this media saying, that there's going to be trouble, this is a huge smoke screen. This is what I would do in chapter 3, 4, and 5 to set up the climax in chapter 17.
Well, if you can get the message out that Kamala's winning, you can energize her base and get them out to vote. And you might suppress some Trump voters that are losing hope a little bit. So don't lose hope.
Or you might say, hey, Kamala's winning. I don't need to go vote. We're good.
Yeah, right. Well, but the media wouldn't be doing that
I really don't like the polls start showing this early.
Yeah. The RCP betting average, which is a aggregate of the betting markets, currently has Trump at 60% chance to win. So this reflects not the polls, but the prediction markets, the poly markets, and the predicted, and the and then Robinhood, as you said. Okay, so let's do your AI.
Robinhood's got these things called contracts, is what they call them, and you can look at the contracts that you take out. I was trying to pull up the video of this thing, and the video is not working, so we're going to see some pictures of this one, but I have some AI news, just a couple here this morning that we've been going through. China has a humanoid robot, the SE01 or the SE01, is the first of its kind to achieve a human-like gait. And I was trying to pull up the video. It's not showing the video, but that's the CO1 robot there, Android. And
throw it to me, and maybe I can find the video. You have the link in here.
Here, let me see if I can China's SE01. The link was working for me the other day, but let me see if I can find a video of this thing. Oh yeah, here we go. What the crap is this?
A human-like gait. It's going to be less stiff and more fluid and natural.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see if we can watch it.
The way this humanoid robot walks is raising eyebrows. Chinese robotics startup Engine AI says the robot, the SEO1, is about to redefine humanoid robotics. They call it the coolest robot on the planet. The human-like gait is achieved using self-developed harmonic joint modules and training methods like reinforcement and imitation learning. The AI robot's neural network processes sensory input and adjusts its movements in real time. According to Engine AI, the humanoid has 32 degrees of freedom throughout its body, equipping it for complex actions. Engine AI, founded in 2023 and based in Shenzhen, says it aims to make robots more agile and lifelike.
Why does a robot need to do push-ups?
Why wouldn't a robot need to do push-ups?
It's not going to develop muscle.
Oh, okay. I got a bit of a promo video here with some lab walking. So here you go.
Yet.
I don't want to play the audio because it's like some weird AI Chinese thing or something, but check it out. There you go.
He's slamming his feet down.
It's pretty good. Look at that. It can walk with no head. You don't need a head to walk. That's pretty good.
Creepy.
It might register to be a Democrat.
Well, look at the arm, the natural arm swing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not rolling its feet like a freaking marching band, but it's not going to be sneaking up on a squirrel in the woods, but its gait is very human-like. I mean, yeah, it is. That's the best one yet.
Any more walking demo? This is a bunch of. Oh, here we go. Here's some lab stuff here at the back end of the video.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and just wrap it in plastic bags.
Oh, I don't think the gate looks. I feel like it's slamming itself down.
I think it's in
that looks good.
Steps in development.
And then
yeah, so it's trying to progress.
Yeah.
There's your push-ups.
Those were good.
The reason that it needs to get down into the push-up position like that is because its legs can go back around and it can turn into spider mode and crawl.
Or it has to do the push-up because when it gets the weapons
on its back,
it goes
Put
down
a
to
cannon
prone.
on its back.
Yeah. It goes to prone.
Yeah, it goes to prone mode. All right, I got something, JJ. You might want to try this one out. You might like this one. This mysterious AI image generator that everybody was like, holy crap, what is this, is now available. And if you want to try it, here's how it works. It was called Red Panda. A mysterious AI image generator known as Red Panda shot up to the ranks of the artificial analysis image arena this week, cementing itself as the top of the charts. While we had no idea who developed Red Panda or even what exactly it was, we now know who makes it, who makes one of the best AI image generators. Recraft V3 is an AI tool for professional designers, and its developer, also called Recraft, R-E-C-R-A-F-T, has just released its new image generation model, Red Panda. As they reported yesterday, October 29th, the leaderboard King Red Panda is indeed a new model in testing, and it looks like it could be the best out there. So Recraft
that's dangerous to me.
Let me see how I'm going to
Do you know why that's dangerous?
Nope, no idea.
Hey, look, there's this brand new software. Use it to make your images. By the way, we don't know where it's coming from. We don't know who. We don't know, like, what are you doing, people?
Give it a credit card, and you can find out. I can't
What
find.
are you doing? And it's shot to number 1.
Recraft.
And now we're all going to vote.
Create your
Recraft
first
AI. Oh yeah, you're signing in right now. Get your screen. Don't put any. Don't do that. I did that last week, couple weeks ago.
I know. That's why I stopped. Okay, hang on.
The model is now available for both free and paid users in the desktop app on Canvas, in the mobile app, and via API.
Doctor,
I'm an influencer. I'm an influencer.
You are.
How do you plan to create? We'll just say inspiration and ideas.
Yeah, right.
Yes, quite often.
Come on, let's do this.
Where did we hear about this from?
I heard about it. I heard about it on Rumble. on
I don't see
rumble.com/internet dads.
So we'll say other. Rumble.com /
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, we're gonna do the free plan for 50 credits a day. So let's generate an image. And what would y'all like to generate?
I need a logo.
You need a logo?
Magic logo. I need a magic logo.
A logo for a magician who is bald with gray beard,
and my initials are DB,
with a salt and pepper beard, and his are what?
E and B. You know what my initials are.
I know, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. The other day when I went to find you at the band thing and you weren't there, and I asked that guy, and I was like, is Dave around? And he goes, Dave who? And I was like, all my brain could go was Dave Sinister Minister. Dave. I looked at Ashley. I was like, what's Dave's last name? And she said your last name. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. All right, let's try and see what Recraft comes up with.
All right, Recraft.
And this is just a very simple little instructions here.
I forgot I saw
what am I? Oh, it's
top of the charts. We're witnessing the
top of the charts.
Oh, hey, that's not the worst. That's okay.
That is not the worst.
It's a little asymmetric. Oh, look at that. It's different. What happened?
Oh,
there's two of them. It generated two.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's a little asymmetric. That was a little asymmetric, but I think I like the font on the first one. But I like the character.
I don't like that hat. That hat. Oh, it's on a table.
Hey,
like, why is the hat got a double?
Oh, the hat is on a table, but you really can't. Yeah, you can't tell.
And why is the wand a pencil?
It looks like a drumstick.
Yeah.
Well, actually, fun fact: a lot of street magicians will use drumsticks. They'll break the tip off and tape.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's cool. That's a nod to. Now that looks like a needle.
Yeah, it looks like a stylus or something. But it looks like a wand. Yeah, I can see that though.
That's
not bad.
We had trunk or treat last night, and I was dressed as Gandalf, and I did a magic trick for all these kids that were coming by my table, and I used a Sharpie. I called it my magic wand, and they're like, "It's a magic marker." I'm like, "Yes, my wife will not let me have a wand because she's afraid I will turn someone into a newt." So we'll use a magic marker. Oh.
She turned me into a newt.
All right. We're about we got like a few minutes left. I want to cover this real quick. If you are an Amazon Prime member, Amazon Prime.
I am.
Okay. Then today is November 1st, so Halloween just ended, and this starts a new cycle on Prime Gaming. So if you go to Prime Gaming,
that's right.
It's
everybody overlooks that, Dave, in favor of the
Holy Evening, hallowed evening.
Yeah.
Dia de los Muertos. So currently now free, starting today for a little while, you can get Plague Tale: Innocence and Death's Door, Scorn, and Goro Man. You can get those all free if you're a Prime member. And they have some games that are available on to play online on Luna Gaming.
Fortnite?
But this looks pretty cool. Death's Door. Look at this. This looks pretty neat. Looks pretty fun. Look at that. Free forever on Epic Games. If you,
cool. I think they got that on PS5. I think I've looked at that on PS5.
And then
I'm more interested in the Plague game.
Yeah, so a Plague Tale Innocence is free now through January 1st, and this is like it takes place like during the Black Plague, I think.
Jeez, I wonder what game they modeled that off. Oh, really? It takes place during the Black Plague?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
Yeah, here. Following the critical acclaimed tale of Amica and her little brother Hugo in a heart-rending journey through the darkest hours of history, hunted by Inquisition soldiers and surrounded by an unstoppable swarm of rats. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a little more interested in this one.
It looks fantastic. You got to have the
PS5.
You got to have the.
That's for PS5.
You got to have the hardware to be able to play it, unless it's on Luna. I don't think it's on Luna.
And I'm assuming it's Windows only, not Mac.
It's well, I don't know. It's in your Epic Games account.
It is available for PS5, and then there's one called Requiem. And,
yeah,
and
I think I have actually.
Gosh, that's like $12 on the PlayStation Store right now. Ooh, I might have to get that. That sounds fantastic.
Let's see. I don't see it on Luna. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think I have the Requiem one, so I'm gonna grab this. Yep. All right. Just wanted to share free stuff. Free stuff is awesome.
Yeah, I play free games off the PS Plus instead of buying games anymore.
Deke, after the show earlier this week, I was you were hanging out while I played Alien Isolation. I had to I played that was available last month on Luna, and I played through the entire game in like a week or so because it was going to end last night on the 31st. But that's a very fun game, but also very very scary. Like alien drops out. Trumps. I got killed so many times by the alien. All right. Joke time, guys.
Jokes. Jokes. Okay.
Well, I shirk my job sometimes. I do a little bit of extra time here after the show and play around. Let's do jokes.
I haven't had I don't have a joke ready. I'll have to scroll.
Can't do Halloween jokes.
Yeah, we're done with Halloween.
What do you call somebody with? Oh God, this is awful. This is awful. I'm not doing that.
I'll do mine because I'm ready. Last night, Halloween, there was the Monsters Ball. Do you know who won the Monsters Ball?
No.
The Boogeyman.
Deke.
Yes.
Do you know how many South Africans it takes? Oh God, that was wrong. I messed it up. How can? Jeez, forget about it. Never mind. I said South Africans.
Yeah.
How many tickles does it take to tickle an octopus?
8 tentacles.
10 tickles. That's what yeah.
Oh, 10 tickles. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know. I didn't have a joke ready. Here, I'll go with this one I was going to read a minute ago. Happiness comes from within. That's why it feels so good to fart.
That was a guess.
That's good. Fart jokes. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's great. Yeah.
Oh! Let her rip.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this before I go. I was driving my kids to school, and this is not a joke. This is a real story. I was driving my kids to school this morning, and my youngest daughter was throwing a fit all morning. She's just in a mood. And we leave the house, and we say, and I say, did you guys notice that I picked up all the Halloween decorations? And they're like, oh, is it about to be spring? And I said, no, it's about to be November. It's November, and we're about to have Thanksgiving, and that's when we have big meals. And so we talked about Thanksgiving a little bit, and I was like, oh, there's all kinds of stuff. There's turkey, there's mashed potatoes, there's salad, and my oldest daughter was like, ew, salad. And I'm like, I don't understand that. So I kept talking to her. I kept bugging her about salad for a few minutes, and she told me,
hey, I'll be back in just a second.
Okay. She said, Dad, I know that you're just trying to tease me to get me frustrated because you think it's funny. And
that's funny.
Yeah. I laughed all the way to the school. I was like, how did you know? Who told you that I'm teasing you just to get you frustrated because I think it's funny? She said, Mom told me that. And I said, it's true. It's true. It's completely true. I think it's hilarious. And I just cackled until she got out of the car. Anyway, so there.
I love parenting.
Bad life. All right, folks. We'll be back next week with much better shows. I'm sure it's just everything's gonna work.
Next week's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna everything's gonna work correctly.
Politicians and talking heads lying left and right. You can help us bring facts into the light. Don't let your daughter lose her next swim meet to a psychopath dude with fake teeth. Essay for a comment, he said no. Watch now, the internet dad show. Subscribe quick, the squid monster's on the way. Inspire with us tomorrow's news today. Oh yeah.
I am inevitable. Oh God, that's a terrible Trump. That's a terrible Trump. Terrible. Inevitable.